and that their attitude and their presentation is not appropriate.
Our next film comes from Michael Nash and is all about the changing climate. Climate Refugees uncovers the unbelievable plight of people around the world displaced by climatically induced environmental disasters. The documentary illuminates the human face of climate change and the collision that civilization now finds itself at between overpopulation, lack of resources, and our changing climate.
I think if some of the predictions are true, about 50 million people, or God help us, 100 million people come into the United States from different countries because of climate change, there will be great civil unrest. There'll be shortages of food. There'll be shortages of water. There will be climate wars if that amount of people come here.
I worry about the young men and women of America just in the next decade or two who are increasingly going to be called on to wear the uniform of their nation and to represent us in climate conflicts, in climate wars, as they grow and develop around the world.
If you've ever been stung by a bee and thought how much better the world would be if bees were extinct, you should definitely check out Queen of the Sun. In 1923, Rudolf Steiner, an Austrian scientist, predicted that in only 80 to 100 years, honeybees would collapse. Queen of the Sun investigates and reveals the causes of the recent collapse.
Every 2 years, we have a disaster. 2002, 40% of the German bee colonies died. 2006, 50% of the bee colonies in America died.
The bees are always telling us all kind of things that we have to learn. They're giving us messages, and their crisis is our crisis, definitely.
Over 20 weeks, a group of older Puerto Rican women and inner-city youth unite in New York City's oldest community center to create an original play out of the stories of their lives. Weaving together themes of immigration, evolution, aging, and coming of age, Stages offers an intimate portrait of an unlikely ensemble, transformed by the liberating power of their own stories.
So, we have two ensembles. One group of young people and one group of people who are 50 years or older. Separately, over the period of 20 weeks, we're gonna make a play and perform them on the same night, side by side. I like to think of this as a kitchen, and we're gonna all bring our own ingredients. We're gonna bring our ideas, our thoughts, our stereotypes, things from our real life, like ingredients from our real lives, and ingredients from our imaginations and our dream life. We're gonna mix it all together until all of that stuff becomes a piece of theater. And then we're gonna perform it in March.
And speaking of acting, the final film that we are spotlighting today, Saturday Night, comes from actor turned documentary filmmaker James Franco. With unprecedented access to the behind-the-scenes process of the writers, actors, and producers, James and his crew document what it takes to create one full episode of Saturday Night Live.
So the Empire Carpet thing, we wrote up a version of it.
Okay.
And I was just curious, do you sing? Because right now we have you in the role as the person singing 105, and you're right, it is absolutely 580.
How do you interact with the hosts if you've never met them before? Probably want to work with them on the show. I mean, so what are you going to be doing?
Oh, well, I think just the more you get to know them as people, the first part of the week, the more comfortable they feel, and the more they'll maybe push it and have fun and go nuts.
Eventually, we grind you down to the point where you're something like, like you just you can get as big in the crying stuff as you want to.
Thank you for joining us for this exclusive preview of the Documentary Features competition at this year's Nashville Film Festival. For more information on any of these films, plus everything you need to know about this year's festival, including showtimes and ticket information, please visit NashvilleFilmFestival.org. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you at the festival.